Fendi, like the bag. This is the I Refuse podcast. Related to?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, we're back to. Well, we haven't really stopped being fully masked in the offices. So.
And I cannot believe coming up on the third season of this Pearson Pagoda that we still have people out here that walk around with the damn mask below their nose.
I mean, if you're outside and walking on the street, fine.
No.
But if you're in the store
Or on a bus.
or on a bus or in another closed environment, pull the mask up. You look like an idiot, and B, you're not protecting yourself or anybody else. So take your pick which thing is more important, but you look like an idiot.
And I don't want to smell your insides or your breath.
That has been marvelous. That's been another marvelous side effect of the mask. I haven't had a cold. I didn't get the flu. I don't get the flu very often anyway, but of course didn't get COVID. But I also didn't have to smell public breath. And I have to deal with the public a lot.
Right.
Some of y'all have stanky breath.
Because listen,
I'm going to get that shit sorted out.
you know, Baltimore and DC, not too worried about. But you go outside 495 and outside 95 and near 81.
Oh, especially near 81.
I can just tell just by looking. I'm like, look,
There's a decreasing amount of teeth.
we know that you skip baths and you skip brushing your teeth. You don't know what mouthwash is. You think peroxide's all you need. And you think gum is all you need. First of all, no. But you were saying,
Oh, I was just saying that you get into the more remote regions and people become more dentally challenged. I was trying to think of a diplomatic way to say that. That's not very diplomatic either, but
you know how you go into the Lowe's and you ask the customer service girl, right? Can you show me where the power tools are? And you walk back there and there's a wall full of them. That's what we're facing. They get to talking, they get to yelling. Teeth looking like broken picket fences. Just saying.
yeah. And the other benefit of the mask, aside from the breath, is you don't have to look at it.
Man, listen.
Like,
Y'all ever smell something so bad you swear you could see it coming at you?
right.
I
just meant the teeth. Like, you didn't have to see the janky teeth.
I've worked many a job. Right, yes.
Like, don't have to look. Oh. Everybody,
But dang, what if it's like a cute guy? This is the
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
cause look,
you could have a mask on, look cute.
And he looked
You're
good
like, oh, he's
from the
he's
nose
hot.
up.
And then you have reason to see him without the mask, and the face is cute, but then he talks, and you see there's like sketchy teeth.
I mean, sometimes beyond sketchy. But no, like
Trying to soft sell.
But you roll the dice with the mask. Know what you're gonna get? Cause we've been wearing the mask for over a year, right? And during that time, all we've been seeing for the majority of the time is this.
Like it's my job.
Like it's my job because, the Delta Burke variant is alive and well.
The Delta Airlines. Final boarding.
This is what we're drinking on right now.
Today's show is brought to you by the number 8.
And the dick and dickle.
Dickle. And who doesn't like a good dickle?
Ask a mammy.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's smooth. And it's not that expensive.
No,
by the glass.
It's not expensive by the glass at our usual spot.
Right.
And it's also not expensive buying it in a bottle. I think it was like 23. It's good sour mash whiskey. Nothing fancy.
But it gets the job done, and it's not harsh going down.
Spelled the traditional way without the E. Well, it's backwards, but you get the idea.
Well, by the time this video goes up, it will be flipped.
It's not backwards, and you get the idea.
I mean, it's the same letters front and back.
That's right.
Backwards.
There's no E.
No E. So, I was telling the peoples while you was away. Sometimes it's a struggle. It's like there are a lot of positives to keeping the mask on. You know, don't have to smell bad breath. There's a buffer or a barrier. You don't have to smell what people smell like on the inside. Limits exposure to BO. But the downside for us, me especially, is that there's a lot of mystery. It's like,
Why you especially?
Cause when I'm around guys, because, you know, I'm attracted to guys, and I'm talking, I'm like, you have a nice pair of eyes. What does your mouth look like? Do you have a mustache under there? What's going on under there?
I get it, but why especially you versus me, who also is attractive to men and finds their eyes attractive?
Because that
trying to
part,
say why you more than me is what I'm trying to understand.
Well, I'm speaking for myself. It's like seeing a whole face, and I'm not like primarily superficial, but I mean, I miss speaking to a whole face.
Yeah, I do too.
And part of the conversation involves seeing a whole face. So I kind of feel, you know, a little shortchanged, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm with you.
Yesterday we had so we live in a downtown city.
Mm-hmm.
Not telling y'all where. And they had 2 events yesterday, concurrent.
No, it was kind of an all-day event. Every first Saturday of the month, there's like a theme. Yesterday was Dog Days because it's August, and
Right.
It wasn't the traditional amount of heat. I mean, there were a lot of hot, dudes walking around, but it wasn't as hot as it normally is at the beginning of August in our particular hometown, which was nice. It was a little gray. It was comfortable out. First Saturday. It was fun.
So it was. And the great thing about being in a downtown area is you get to people watch from your front window. But, still got the Delta Burgh variant going around. People are still functioning and walking around unmasked. Some people do it masked, walk around or whatever, which is fine. But nevertheless, either way, people are just not conscious.
Distancing was not a thing yesterday.
And to be fair, it's never been a thing.
Right.
Like, you ever go to a Wegmans and you just want to look at the chicken, and all of a sudden there's like a face here coming up from the right side and a face here coming over your left shoulder because they want to look at the meat too. that's right right in front of you.
Right.
But
like you can't wait 2 seconds for me to pick up the pack of chicken breasts and.
Oh, you can't look at the same pack down there or down there.
It's chicken breast.
You really
got
gotta
seen it before.
Right.
It's not.
And it's the same thing elsewhere in the case.
It's the same.
So.
Had it before. It's not new.
Same experience yesterday. You know, I went to go downstairs to listen closer to the saxophonist and the guitarist / singer.
So yeah,
across the street.
Part of the stuff that goes on is like street musicians.
And as soon as we get to the last flight of steps, first of all, there's a man in front of the building door. Doesn't live here.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't have any connection to anybody that's here. Just in front of the door, just with a cigarette. Just random guy. I walk out, go across the street, give the people some money for entertaining the white people. The man had a lovely voice. I think he's like African or Jamaican, but he has a really lovely voice.
They sounded great.
And he was performing or singing Isn't She Lovely? Now, in the history of my life on this planet, one thing I know for sure is that it doesn't take much to get a gaggle of white women to dance and sing together as they walk. And this is one of those cases, right? He was singing...